Imagine living in a world where age is not a barrier, but the ultimate definition of beauty. What if I told you there is a woman, 94 years old, who still walks the runway with more elegance than models a fraction of her age? A woman whose silver hair has become a crown, whose presence still hypnotizes photographers, designers, and audiences around the world. This is not a fairy tale. This is the story of Carmen de la Refis. She is not only the world's oldest working supermodel, but also a living proof that elegance, authenticity, and longevity can be woven together into an extraordinary life. Today, we are uncovering how Carmen, at 94, continues to inspire women everywhere to dress, not just with style, but as true works of art. Carmen de la Refis was born in New York City in 1931 and was discovered at the age of 15, gracing the cover of Vogue as a teenager. She has walked through almost every chapter of modern fashion history, from Dior's golden era to contemporary couture, photographed by icons like Richard Avedon and Irving Penn, and even painted by Salvador Dali. Yet her biography, while fascinating, is just the frame. The real masterpiece is her ability to remain timeless. Carmen is not remembered just because she started young, but because she never stopped evolving. At an age when most people retire from the public eye, she is still present, radiant, and unapologetically stylish. That is the essence of her story. And that's why women of every generation lean in when her name is mentioned. What truly makes Carmen magnetic is her personal style. If you watch her life closely, you will see a clear narrative. Carmen never chased trends, she redefined them. She became known for her sharp silhouettes, luxurious coats that almost float as she walks, dresses that sculpt the body without effort, and a disciplined color palette of black, ivory, gray, and soft metallics. This wasn't just a stylistic decision, it was a strategy of longevity. She understood that simplicity amplifies sophistication and that clean lines outlast every decade. When you see her walking down the street, even on ordinary days, Carmen embodies that rule. Tailored trousers, silk blouses, a strand of pearls or oversized earrings, and of course, her iconic silver hair swept back with quiet confidence. She never needed excess. Her authenticity was enough to light up a room. And here's where her wisdom becomes practical for all of us. Carmen shows that fashion after 60, 70, or even 90 is not about chasing youth. It's about amplifying what makes you unique. She always emphasizes posture, attitude, and presence. Her secret is not just in what she wears, but in how she carries herself. Shoulders back, chin slightly lifted, a slow walk that demands attention without asking for it. For her, fashion is not only fabric, it is theater, it is energy, it is storytelling. Women who study Carmen's presence learn that their own everyday walk, whether through a living room, an office, or a cafe, can be a runway if they choose to make it one. Of course, her longevity doesn't come only from fashion. Carmen often reminds her audience that beauty is not skin deep, it is lifestyle deep. She believes in discipline, daily exercise before breakfast, enough sleep, limited alcohol, and complete avoidance of smoking. Her skincare is simple but consistent. hydration, and sun protection. These rituals kept her skin luminous and her body strong enough to continue working in an industry that worships youth. But Carmen never fought aging. She embraced it. She let her hair turn silver in her 20s, transforming what society saw as a flaw into her most recognizable feature. Instead of resisting time, she made time her ally. That decision alone is one of the most powerful lessons for women today, turning what others may call imperfections into your signature. If you think her life was only glamorous, think again. Carmen went through personal struggles, financial losses, and reinventions, yet she always rose again. She lost her savings during the Madoff scandal, but rather than retreating into bitterness, she laughed at life's ironies and returned to work with more energy than ever. This resilience is woven into her elegance. It's what makes her authenticity so captivating, because fashion without authenticity is empty. Carmen's longevity in style and in life comes from her willingness to keep showing up, to keep being curious, to keep being herself. And isn't that the ultimate goal for all of us? To age without disappearing, to grow older without losing relevance, to live long but live fully? Her elegance also has another dimension. She teaches that fashion is not about spending fortunes, but about cultivating good taste. She says often that the real luxury is knowing yourself. Carmen proves that you don't need to follow every trend to be stylish. Instead, she recommends curating a wardrobe of timeless pieces. One great coat, a well-tailored suit, a statement necklace, shoes that elongate your body line, pieces that can live with you for decades and become part of your identity. In a world obsessed with fast fashion, Carmen's philosophy is radical and refreshing. She shows that sustainability and elegance are not opposites, they are partners. Now let's pause and picture this. Imagine a 94-year-old woman in a silk column dress, walking with perfect balance across a Paris runway, photographers shouting her name as if she were 20. That's Carmen de la Refis in real life. She does not walk like she is older. She walks like she is eternal. That's why women across the globe, whether in their 30s, 60s, or 80s, feel connected to her, because she represents what we secretly all want. Proof that aging can be chic, stylish, and magnetic. And here lies her biggest secret. Age is not the enemy. Boredom is. Conformity is. Carmen embraces curiosity. She still keeps herself updated with fashion shows, trends, and culture, not to mimic them, but to converse with them. That is why she is never outdated. She is timeless because she never stopped paying attention. Her elegance is not frozen in the past. It is fluid, alive, and present. If you want to apply her secrets today, here is the message. Walk into your closet and remove the pieces that make you feel invisible. Keep the ones that make you feel like art. Stand in front of the mirror and check your posture. Straighten your shoulders and lift your chin. Choose one accessory that tells a story about you and wear it with confidence. And remember, your hair, your wrinkles, your body, they are not problems to hide. They are symbols of life lived. If Carmen can wear her silver crown as a badge of glory, so can you. At 94 years old, Carmen de Laurefis is not just surviving, she is thriving, reminding every woman that beauty is not lost with age, it deepens with it. She teaches us that elegance is not about youth, but about authenticity. She shows us that longevity is not just about adding years to life, but adding style to every year. And she proves with every graceful step that dressing like a true work of art is a choice available to all of us at any age. So next time you feel invisible, remember Carmen de Laurefis. Remember her silver hair, her statuesque presence, her laughter after hardship, her timeless coats, her perfect posture. Remember that 94 is not the end of beauty, but the height of it. And maybe, just maybe, you will look into your wardrobe tomorrow morning and dress not just to cover your body, but to tell your story. Because style, as Carmen shows us, is not about time, it is about timelessness.